Greetings, this is Empress K with Reggae Reflection, and today I have a person I'd like to introduce you to. He's calling in from Canada today. His name is Iyon Lion. We're going to get to know a little bit more about him, and he's going to tell us about his current projects. Welcome.
I said,
How's it going today?
yeah, it's going all right.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cold day here in Canada today.
Yeah.
I stepped outside, it was probably minus 1 degree at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cold weekend. We're expecting some snow.
Oh, wow.
A bit snow.
Well,
Yeah.
that's Canada for you, right?
That is Canada.
So tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about, we want to get to know you a little bit better and then talk about your current projects. So I understand you're originally from one of my favorite places, which of course is Jamaica.
Yes, it's a favorite among a lot of people across the world. I'm originally from Jamaica. I was born and raised there. I've been living in Canada just about 5 years now.
Okay.
You know.
What part of Jamaica are you from?
I was born and raised in Kingston, like one of the hardcore, what we call garrison cities in Jamaica, like Kingston, like Kingston 13 to be exact. You
Okay.
know, that's an area where they call Walton Park Road. You know, I was born there, part of a wider area called Whitfield Town.
Okay.
You know, but I was raised in West Kingston, closer to Tivoli Gardens, Denham Town, these places, you know.
So that's you're in the heart of reggae. A lot of reggae
I'm in the
artists.
heart of reggae, yeah. Trenchtown was just like maybe 10 minutes walk away from me, where the great Bob Marley and other music greats from the reggae genre were molded and, you know, they became legends and icons of this time and music. So, yeah, I was in a melting pot of talent, so to speak, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that you started getting involved in the music industry at a young age and that your father was a big inspiration to you. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes. Actually, I never got involved at that early age. I was introduced to it by him, but I wasn't, you know, as a teenager, your mind is all over the place. You know, you're not steady. You want to do this, you want to do that. But I always had an appreciation for music through him. You know, he introduced me to studios. He brought me there and allowed me to watch him recording. And I asked a few questions and stuff like that. So he was my biggest inspiration. He was a singer in a group from in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
You know, yes, he started out in a group called the Fashioneers, and then they reformed another group called the Mighty Abidjan, and they released a few tracks there back in that time.
Okay, cool.
And I saw the tracks that he recorded. I had pictures of him in studios. You know, he knew some of the greats that were even rocking with Bob Marley and all of that. He knew Sly and Robbie, he knew the drummer in Bob Marley's band and all of that. So,
Nice.
yes, from that time, I had an appreciation for music, but not only for reggae, but other genres too, because he also had like a record collection that we used to listen like Tom Jones, Otis Redding, Sam Cooke, and these people. So
Oh, wow.
it's a wide cross section. So it even influenced my music today, because I don't do one thing. I do like a mixture of genres sometimes, but particularly now I'm focused on doing like authentic reggae music,
Nice.
you know, to go out there. But I got involved at a late stage, late 20s, before I migrated from Jamaica. That was when I produced my first single with an upcoming group.
I'm curious how you decided to pursue, you know, to become a music producer versus being a singer, or do you do both?
Singer. No, I can't sing to save my life.
Okay.
I don't know if that suits me. I've never tried, but people say that I have a tone that they would assume of me to be like a DJ, you know?
Yeah.
That's the original kind of sound that Jamaican DJs, like you would say a bounty killer coming up, Shabarang,
Yep.
Boogie and that's the kind of tone that they would have, but I've never tried that.
Yeah.
I've never tried that, so I went the opposite way. The man behind the control.
Okay.
You know?
That's
I didn't
cool.
follow exactly my father's footsteps, but Yeah, who knows what can happen down the line, because
Hey.
a lot of producers now, I hear a lot of producers on records now, they're doing vocals too, putting
Yeah.
themselves out there as also slash artists.
Right? Anything's possible.
Yeah, it's not about limitations, it's about what you can do and developing a talent, you know what I mean?
So currently you have a new rhythm EP out.
It is called Journeyman Reggae project. It's doing well so far. It's only been released 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
the major acts on the beat, they're doing well in terms of views on the social media platforms, YouTube. Namely Jah Mason.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing very well.
That's a good
close
track,
to,
yeah.
10,000 views
Nice.
on YouTube. He was only posted in like the last 7 to 8 days. Yes, he's doing well. The EP, it actually took a year. Like I made the track like last December.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I started recording from January this year. The first person got on the track was Turbulence.
Okay.
As soon as I sent it to his people the Friday, the Monday I had a song. He was into it so much that he made a song right away.
Nice.
And I reached out to Jah Mason via Instagram, and he responded right away. We exchanged numbers. He liked the beat too. He made a song. And the last major act that was added to it in summer, the latter stages of summer, was Lutan Fyah.
Nice.
And I have some younger acts too, like who are based here in Canada.
Okay.
Like Desi Ranks, Planky. And there is this female artist that I'm working with from the States. She's based in the States. Her name is Ashley Harris.
Okay.
I recently added her to it too. And I have a younger act in Jamaica called Vahni, a youngster. But it's going to be a good project. I can see from the feedback I'm getting a lot of people reaching out to me from the wider part of Europe, I would say. So as far as Portugal and places like these, they're accepting of this type of music. So it is good. It's a good look. It's my first official project,
Yeah, that's nice.
First official project, and it's going well. I've just seen that Turbulence song is on a playlist on Spotify.
Okay,
They
great.
already put it on a playlist, so it looks good.
Turbulence, as you mentioned, was the first artist that you reached out to voice. How did you determine that, you wanted to put Turbulence, Jah Mason, and Lutan Fyah, as the first three well-known artists to go on it?
Well, sometimes when you make, well, not sometimes, most times when a producer or a beat maker constructs a track, you have some ideas. You can hear some people right away from your head who would suit the beat,
Mm-hmm.
Generally, we listen to the beat, we say, who could we put on it? But sometimes it just comes to you right away, like, this is definitely their thing, and they did some excellent tracks on it. I'm very pleased with it, as I'm a young producer, I thought that I would have been given the cold shoulder, but no, they reached out to me and they responded well, So I heard Turbulence in my head. It would suit the beat, and it just worked,
That's great. I've been listening to the tracks online. They sound great, and it's a good combination of, the established artists and then the up-and-coming younger artists that you mentioned, especially the female. I like that you put a female on it. That's good.
Yes, and she's also one to look out for. I have like 3 tracks with Ashley Harris. She's doing well. She's doing a lot of groundwork there in the States, and she was recently in Jamaica to shoot a music video.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I released a song for her just last 2 weeks ago with Project.
Okay.
A song called Love Will Never End.
Okay, I haven't heard it yet, so I'm definitely going to check it out.
These songs are posted on my social media page on Instagram. I put up a snippet of them most times on my Instagram, I have another female who I also recorded from here called Keisha Lee. She just did a track for me as well called Haile. It's an ode to Haile Selassie, the Emperor.
Okay. That's great. What would your advice be to others that are following in, your footsteps of, becoming a music producer and so forth? What advice would you have?
My advice for young producers just breaking out is to just do what comes to you. Don't be influenced by what you see around you or hear around you, because sometimes it is not necessarily you know what I mean? Music should be a reflection of what you think. For me personally, I try to fuse as much of other stuff in my music, but I tend to try and have my own identity, so someone can listen to my work and say, okay, I hear Iyon Lion in this. They can know right off the bat. But the only advice I would give to them is just be consistent, be bold. Don't be afraid to approach someone to say, hey, can you listen to my work? Do you want to work with me and stuff like that? Go out there, create a brand around yourself. Try and promote yourself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I did a lot of that in the last summer. I went out. I had my paraphernalia, I had my hat, I had my T-shirts. I went to artists directly. I asked them advice and got feedback. You just have to go and do that. You know what I mean? And never let the boundaries, like, I haven't been in Jamaica for a minute, but I reached out to everyone through someone else or social media. You have to just reach out.
Right,
you know
that's
what I mean?
true.
It's an age of technology that you can work with someone who is halfway around the world, You don't have to be there physically. You know what I mean?
That's definitely an advantage for
it's
sure.
It's all about your work ethic. It comes down to your work ethic. And that would be the main driving force for you to be successful, you know what I mean?
Speaking of social media, where can people find you?
They can find me at Iyon Lion Records. That's my handle on Instagram. IYONLION Records at Instagram. That's my Instagram handle.
You mentioned you have some other projects and work. What's next?
Yes, ma'am. I have some other projects coming out in the new year, 2020. I have some dancehall projects. I've worked with an artist over there in the States too by the name of Luminous. He's a good one too. I should have a collaboration track with him and another young producer based in the States, Boogie Down Records. It was supposed to be in stores today. And I have other tracks as well too, other dancehall beats, because I pay more attention to beat making. I like it more. I have more passion in beat making. So usually I will get up and I will make a beat today, and tomorrow I will make another beat, and it's just like that. It's a cycle of stuff. So I might have 4 or 5 projects coming up in the new year, I work in dancehall. I have genres that are mixed, that are blended with reggaeton, hip-hop and all of that too. It's a blend.
Okay.
Because some of my favorite genres, I try to put them together. It's mostly reggae, hardcore, dancehall, and even some trap influences I put in some of my beats too. Like, it's very popular in Jamaica now, where they have this sub-genre, I would say, that they're coining it as dancehall trap.
Yeah.
Where they have some of the trap music, hip-hop, hi-hats, and other instruments that they put in it. It's very controversial, the genre there. It's getting a lot of controversy, but hey, it is a newer generation of people, and people like to borrow sometimes from other places and they make something. So I try to do that too. I'm trying not to be out of the loop, but at the same time being unique,
right,
and creative in my own way, my own vision. You know what I mean?
Yep, for sure. Now, how about Afrobeat? Are you experimenting with that
Afrobeat,
as well?
I like it. I like the genre. I've never tried anything with it as yet, but I'm hoping that one day I could get to do something in Afrobeat. It's getting very popular in this side of the world.
Yeah, for sure.
It's becoming like one of the go-to genres for people to collaborate. I've seen over here, Jamaica, have done collaborations with Afrobeat artists, Wizkid.
Right.
Over there in the States, I've seen other artists popping up too. There's Burna Boy. They're doing well, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good look for our type of music. And I say our because I would include Jamaican and Caribbean people as a part of that too, that sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's good. I like what I see happening.
That's great. Well, I want to wish you all the best and look forward to your upcoming releases as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure to speak with Iyon Lion. Make sure you check out his Journeyman Riddim. This is Jah Mason with Jah Rainfall. Enjoy. This is Empress K with Reggae Reflection. You can check out more of our content on reggaereflection.com and also on our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening and have a great day.
Jah Mason. Alright then. So when the rain fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Rain fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Me run a survey, how much morning some get up and pray. The answer give thanks and all the donkey a pray. When it come to me prayer, Jah Mason no play. Me blessings and time and them never yet delay. 21 psalms when me give them every day. Sabbatical Lord I never let you go astray. Ask God not who you work so you gonna get paid. So when the rain fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Rain fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Them never hold faith, them drop off. Too much lip in them feel lock off. Chinese made them a knock off. Tell them say no backbiter, so back off. Babylon a germs and maggot. Me go chant them down on the Sabbath. And the feet obstacle and hazard. You know she said them a goat and lizard. Alright then. The rain fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Rain fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Me run a survey, how much morning some get up and pray. The answer give thanks and all the donkey a pray. When it come to me prayer, Jah Mason no play. Me blessings and time and them never yet delay. 21 psalms when me give them every day. Sabbatical Lord I never let you go astray. Ask God not who you work so you gonna get paid. So when the rain fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Rain fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop. Fall and up on one man rooftop, Jah blessing just a flow and in no have no stop.